Well, if you haven't canceled your Netflix yet, well, here's a good reason to. Netflix to spread racist indoctrination with 3 new Ibram x Kendi projects. And that settles it. This is the perfect time to cancel Netflix. That's if you didn't do it like 3 years ago. I know for myself, I don't want to fund appalling racist gibberish that's targeting anybody. And I certainly don't want to fund it when it's targeting me. Netflix has announced 3 new projects with anti-racist. Now, when they say anti-racist, what they mean is transparent, explicit racism, but aimed at white people. But anyway, Netflix announced 3 projects with anti-racist indoctrinator Ibram x Kendi, intended for a variety of age groups. I mean, here you've got Stamped, Racism, Anti-Racism, and You. And that's for teens and young adults. Let's not forget Anti-Racist Baby, because these people are fucking crazy. And this is a book that will be reimagined as animated shorts for the preschool set. So if you're going to get truly poisonous adults, you got to poison them early. Oh, and by the way, Ibram x Kendi, his real name is Ibram Henry Rogers. So yeah, I guess that wasn't quite anti-racist enough. Now, I think we should hear from Ibram x Kendi in his own words. But first, I'll read this from Gad Sad. He says, "Imagine being so openly bigoted and to feel emboldened that this bigotry is progressive, reparative, and just. It's truly unreal."
I don't think white people worldwide have really reckoned with how much their own personal identity is shaped by constructions of whiteness.
What, you mean like the Hard Rock Cafe? Because you can actually have that.
And how much that construction of whiteness prevents white people from connecting to humanity.
Well, I guess not enough to prevent you from becoming a wealthy man by spreading anti-white hatred. I guess maybe we do need to understand ourselves a little bit better.
In other words, recognizing that when you recognize that you are part and parcel of humanity, in other words, you're not over humanity.
And this is all said as if it's just fact. This is all just provable fact. Oh yeah, white people can't connect with humanity. They think that they're above humanity, according to him.
You to really be able to connect to people who don't look like you, who have kinky hair, who have dark skin, and to see yourself in them.
Well, it's true that I can't see myself in this particular individual, but I'm not a racist asshole, so why should I?
And it's whiteness that prevents that, right? And when you're not able to see yourself in other human beings.
I just love the irony here. This guy spewing his childish racist ideas about whiteness, complaining about somebody else not being able to see themselves in other people. This guy is no different from a Klansman.
Problems that I think hopefully this film and this work will liberate those folks from. So I think it's liberating all the way around, right? I think it will liberate, really all of us because, we've all been told a lie about ourselves and other people.
Ooh.
Yeah, he just did it. He just told the lie. And of course, all the trained SEALs in there clap because, of course, they're all part of the cult. But what is this infamous whiteness, this terrifying whiteness? Well, here's a document from the Smithsonian, of all places. Aspects and assumptions of whiteness and white culture in the United States. Well, let's see, rugged individualism. I mean, you've got self-reliance in there. Well, family structure, the nuclear family. How about that? Let's see, emphasis on scientific method. Apparently they're not big fans of cause and effect relationships. Yeah, that's the last thing you need in science. How about Protestant work ethic? You know what they could just call this, though? Work ethic. Hard work is the key to success. So what they're saying here is that Things like work ethic, objective rational thinking, the nuclear family, self-reliance. These are all whiteness, and it wouldn't exist in the world if it weren't for those evil white people. I mean, how could this be any more actually racist? I mean, how insanely bigoted is it to say that white people invented hard work? I mean, that's what an actual white supremacist would think. I mean, if you printed this up and started handing out copies of it to people in Beijing or in Delhi, they'd tell you that you're retarded and they'd like you to leave their country. Now, I love this one here. Time. Time is an invention of white people, apparently. Follow rigid time schedules. Time viewed as a commodity. You know, I wonder about this Ibram X. Kendi. If the check doesn't arrive in time, just how long does it take for him to internalize a bit of that whiteness for himself? Or if he hasn't gotten a menu within 5 minutes of sitting down at a restaurant. I bet you it's going to get real white in there in a real hurry. Whiteness prevents white people from connecting to humanity. Ibram X. Kendi receives a giant applause from the Netflix film screening audience after demonizing white people around the world. So, you know, I would say, fuck you, Henry Rogers. But of course that goes without saying. So I'll just say, fuck you, Netflix, and you can't have my money. But I guess that goes without saying as well, doesn't it? Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Please subscribe, like, and share. Sharing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.